Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York, also a certified trichologist, your most favorite trichology business coach. What's going on? It is Friday, February 9th, 2024 already. So I wanted to jump on and talk about some trichology business must-haves, as well as let you know that case studies is open for registration. And I want you to join me, okay? Afterpay is available, and all the things, okay? So a little bit of housekeeping. I am live on Instagram, trichology_911, also live on Maisha Edmond on Facebook, as well as YouTube. So if you have not followed me on YouTube, go ahead and give me a little subscribe, and I would appreciate that. Okay, so let's look at trichology business must-haves. One of the things that let me see, this look a little dirty. One of the things that I definitely realized as far as trichology is that you learn different ways to service clients. You definitely learn different ways to give solutions, how to help, how to resolve issues, how to keep issues at bay. You learn different protocols. You learn different treatment plans. You learn about different ingredients. And there are so many different types of trichologists, right? Although it's not widely promoted, I think that that's one of the things that I love to do is kind of identify the niches within trichology, because then you know when you're doing something that's like maybe not for you. So like if you are a trichologist and you lean more heavily toward like holistic treatments, right? Then you would be more like of a holistic trichologist. But if you really like lean heavy on cranial prosthetics, you may not necessarily have clients that are able to grow hair back, but you still take care of the scalp. You know what's going on, and then you also know how to administer or apply the cranial prosthetics. You have trichologists that are just coaches, right? So they may work strictly online. They also may help clients just kind of like navigate through hair loss issues and have a dry clinic where the clients are able to just kind of like come in, get what they need, you know, talk about what they the issues or whatever, and like kind of like get scoped and move on, right? So there are different types of trichologists. There are different ways that we can help clients. And so with that being said, you have to know what your trichology must-haves are, because although there are tons of people with different hair loss issues and different ways to solve each and every issue, I think that the thing that's going to make you really successful in trichology is these three things, amongst others, but these three things. Number one, structure. Right? When I say structure, it is very broad, but when I say structure, I'm talking about what does your onboarding look like when people come in to your clinic, or when they come in contact with you online or on your social media. Is there a structure? I want you to look at your trichology, your office, your Instagram, like your social media. I want you to look at your office and your social media and your conversation as a part of your structure. And the part of the structure that I want you to start to look at it as is a funnel, right? So if someone came into your office, right? Say you had walk-ins and they came into your office, then that would be like the first part. Like, how would you bring them to the next level where they were able to then interact with you, and like you kind of like funnel them down to actually being your client? Also look at your Instagram that way too. Hey, A Styles, also look at your Instagram like that too. As a trichologist, when you look at like funnels, right? Or look at your structure. How is that funneling? So if somebody comes to your Instagram, then that means that everything that they see posted is going to be that awareness, right? And then you may have something, a link in the bio that would give them like a free consultation or a free ebook or some kind of list. And that's not to say that everybody should be giving away something free. I'm just saying, like, if you look at the full picture, like, how does what you're presenting funnel the client into being, or the potential person into being a client of yours, right? So one of the most important Trichology must-haves for me is structure. I need to know that everything has a place. There's a reason for each and everything that I am doing. That's number one. Number two is understanding your level. Now, people don't teach Trichology in levels. I came up with this in, I think, like 22 or 21. But I started looking at Trichology in levels, right? And I started looking at it that way because I noticed that you had like your technicians, you had those that were like basically dedicated to finding out why, right? So first you had like your technicians, those people that's like, I just got out of school, I'm going to do exactly what is said on the bottles or whatever I got in my notes. And then you have the people that's like, okay, now I'm past that, but I want to get to what is the why? Why does this work? Why is this happening? Right? And then you have and I have some notes. You have the trichologist that becomes a mentor or a coach because they know why. They found out why, they figured it out, and also they know how the systems work from level one. And then you have the trichologist that is in creation mode, right? They have a lot of IP. Like this level is creation. It's like an outside of Trichology business. They're able to grab information from other industries and bring it in and make it make sense for Trichology. And then finally is going to be that final level, the thought leader in Trichology. And this person is the tastemaker. Basically, when you start to say something, everybody starts to say it. Not because you're popular. It helps that you're influential, but you have an ability to shift how others see themselves in Trichology, right? So when I say your Trichology business must-haves, you have to know what your level is, because you don't have to be a level 5. If you are a level 1, you have to maximize the level that you're on. You have to know what that entails and what you can do within your limits, how to stretch your limits so that you're able to help the clients as best as you can. And finally, I feel like one of the biggest Trichology must-haves or business must-haves is going to be mentorship, right? Because by the time you get around to learning why this and why that, is moving so fast. Remember, Trichology is still in the beauty industry, and there's always something going on. It's like a over $1 billion industry, right? So $4 billion or even more, like a year. So when you think about that, there's always some kind of new solution. There's always some kind of a new branch of something that's coming out. Like, think about it. Trichology has been around, but when you look at Trichology, like when the world really slowed down and shut down in 2020, that's when a lot of stylists were like panicking, like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? You know, how can I help people? And they started looking at different ways, right? Because before that, it was, oh, I'm selling hair. I got the best bundles. I got this, I got that. Then it was like, okay, everybody's selling hair, but can you put the hair in? I'm a weaveologist. So then they do that. And then it's like, okay, well, you know, you have all these things. Hey, Kim, you have all of these things, but it's like, okay, now how are you maximizing what you're doing? And I think that one of the best ways to maximize any industry is to have mentorship. You have to have somebody that has walked through where you're trying to go, because I'm losing the word. The benefit of having someone that is a mentor and has been through where you're trying to go and has gotten to and mastered where you're trying to go is the fact that you don't have to use that time to do so, right? So when you're looking at those things, it's really, really important. Kim, I know that you are not a trichologist, but listen, let your ladies know, let everybody know that that my situation room hair spa is open. And so I have hair spa treatments, basically. So if they want to come in, they get a full analysis, they get their treatment, scalp massage, relaxation, a little bottle of water, put the robe on and all that other stuff, and they can go on about their business, but get that blood flow and all that other stuff. Oh, absolutely. You got to come in. You definitely got to come in for the consultation. Let me know when, so we can get that going. Okay. So back to the trichology business must-haves. Number one, your structure. Number two, understanding your level. And number three, your mentorship. And if you don't have these three things, you're going to find it kind of hard to really scale your business as a trichologist. You're not really going to know what to do and how to do it in enough time to make it make sense. I always have conversations. I always have conversations with my husband about like money, and we talk about like how people can make $1 million, right, over 40 years, right, and it's fine, right? But the thing is doing it fast enough where it makes sense, making the money fast enough where it makes sense. And the reason why I said that is the same reason why I say you need a mentor in any industry, but especially trichology, because you could learn the information now over the course of 20 years, right? But it's not enough to really make a difference. But if you can cut the line, if you can speed up, make a quantum leap in the things that you are learning so that you're able to apply them, you're able to help people sooner. And then not only are you able to help them sooner, but you're also able to help them with getting the results that they need. So that is really, really big. Did you just give me a bottle of water? Are you being shady? Ooh. My husband gave me a bottle. Maybe I sound a little dry. So yeah, that's that. I want you to really start to look at the things that you have, your website, your social media, your office, all those things that will bring people in to what you have going on. And that's really going to help you. Announcement, February 15th is starting case studies. And if you are a level 2, trichologist, a level 1, but definitely a level 1 or 2, then you just need to be in Trichology 911. That will definitely upgrade your level. You'll be able to understand what's going on. And I really cannot wait to help you. Okay, so class is filling up. We got some people coming on in, and we are excited about it. It starts on Thursday, February 15th, and it is only 4 weeks. So on the days that you can't make it, there will be a recording. So you'll be able to get the information when you can. All right. So that's it. I just wanted to check in. Look over your must-haves, your structure. Do you have structure? Number 2, do you understand the level in which you are operating as a trichologist? And number 3, who is your mentor? Mentorship is open. So go ahead and reach out to me for mentorship, group mentorship, and one-on-one. All right. Have a great day today. Happy hair growing.